Good morning. Thank God for another opportunity that we are here to deliberate further on our topic today, the topic of rebranding, restructuring, rebuilding ourselves. Because when we concentrate on ourselves, we are able to come to be what we were created for, and we are able to meet our life purposes. We start with self-examination with the following questions. 1. Think of your blood. Think where you are. Think where you are going. Think how to get there. Think the skills that are required, and eventually think the end result. When we think on that line, we are able to know how to go about this jargon of self-restructuring or rebranding, giving ourselves a better blood, a better self. Our case today we are going to look at the book of Nehemiah. Nehemiah chapter 2, and we are going to do with 1 to 5, but I'm going to read on where it's necessary for us to deliberate on. It says, because I had never before been sad in his presence, the king asked me, why do you look sad? If you are not sick, you must be sad at heart. The king asked me, what is it that you wish? I prayed to God of heaven. I then answered the king, if it pleases the king, and if your servant deserve of your favor, send me to Judah, that I may rebuild it. That's the word of the Lord. Nehemiah, this day, if you look at the beginning of the chapter, he was the one on duty to serve the Lord, to serve the king. And this morning he came while he was looking sad, and he was not only sad, he was sad at heart. That's what the scripture says. And it means for king to realize that he was sad, it means he was not always sad, he was serving well. Remember, Nehemiah was in exile, this time loud. And even though he was in exile, he was still serving the king with a kind heart that made the king want to even discuss further with him how he is faring with his life. And Nehemiah, when he was asked that question, he did not only rush to answer the question, the answer, even though he had the answer at his fingertip, he inquired further from God, and therefore he prayed, so that the God may give him the exact answer he should answer to the king. And therefore, when he asked the king that he want to go and rebuild the wall of Judah, the king did not dispute. He gave him permission and asked him the timeline and all that. And when we think of rebuilding ourselves, it means there are few key things that we need to observe. Number 1, the service. And when we talk of service, we talk of good service. Number 2, patient in our suffering. Number 3, we must be very prayerful. Number 4, we must be very, very determined on changing ourselves, because destruction and blood or rebuilding is all about changing ourselves, changing our attitude in life, changing the way we feel things about ourselves, so that we may bring brought about ourselves something that is worthwhile. Now, if we think of someone who has been traveling a certain journey, has been moved. And then after traveling for some hours or even a day, he realized that he has come in an abrupt end. I don't know what would happen, but he must be very, very discouraged of that journey. Or if you find yourself in a vehicle or in a forest or so on, I think you feel so much discouraged about the journey. And that's how sometimes life behaves when we do not sit back and reflect about ourselves. You see, you have walked a journey of 40 years, 50 years, and you are not making any progress about yourself. If you do not sit, then reflect on your life. So it is paramount to do self-examination and to keep doing some reflections here and there for you to be able to move on with the life well. We need to restructure ourselves. We need to revisit how far we have gone with our lives before we are messed up with our life. Our life is very precious, and our life is also not long time. We need to leave legacy when we are leaving the world. We don't need to leave it the way we found it. We need to change something. And for us to change the world, we must change ourselves first. The way we think, the way we do things, and the way we interact with life itself. So we must think, and it is crucial, it is paramount that we do that. It seems it is mandatory. Therefore, we need to whatever we are doing, we do it with a good heart, with a kind heart. We do not do it just because we are doing it, even though it is so annoying. We must do it well. Sometimes you're employed, and if the employer is not paying you well or something, and then you start misbehaving, you start ruining your life and so on. That way you won't build yourself. You must be well behaved so that you be able to tap what is the next level you need to move. Number 2, you must be a very prayerful person. You must keep praying to God that He may give you the sense of direction, because without sense of direction, you will not be able to build all this instruction yourself, and therefore you are going to remain that point for quite a long time. So praying become very key and very paramount. Number 3, you must persevere. You must persevere in great sacrifice for you to move wherever you are. It's not something that you are going to get is very easily. You have to persevere, you have to endure, even though it's service, even though you are slavery, or even though you are in exile. You must persevere so much so that you'll be able to move on to the next level. And finally, you must be very determined. As you pray, as you persevere, as you serve well, you must also be very determined. You must know where you are going. What is your goalpost? Where are you going? What is the next level? Because without the determination gives us the roadmap to wherever we are going. So you must know, I'm here, I'm at this point, and I'm going there. So you must be very, very determined so that you'll be able to move to the next level. Because sometimes we find ourselves not very well disposed. We are privileged by many things, but those things should not keep us off from the direction we are following. We have to strive. We must strive. What sometimes make us not achieve our goal purpose is something that we are not able to serve well. Number 2, we are not able. We keep complaining, keep lamenting, you keep doubting. In that kind of attitude, you won't be able to restructure yourself. You must know your weaknesses. You must do some sort of analysis of yourself. That is, understand your weaknesses, understand your threats, understand your opportunities, understand your strength, so that you'll be able to move. You understand your talent, understand your life goal, understand your gifts, so that you'll be able to know how will I maneuver about all these things and come up with with what is self-fulfilling, and at the same time it is pleasing to God and also serving the society, humanity at large. So not something that is going to be easy as you think. But doing away with the complaining and lamentation will help you so much to move to the next level. Another thing that you should be very, very careful about is what called dogma. And dogma is unsupported faith. And also what called the word standard. Sometimes you think that you are born to be that way, the way you are. And that's not the thing. You have already followed the trend of other people, and you have realized that is how their life has been moving. And therefore you start thinking that is how my life should be. What the world has set as a standard should not be a standard. The sky is the limit. What you should set your own standard and pray about it and move about it. And you are going to make it. Avoid unsupported faith. Hope and hope and hope. Keep trusting God and keep working hard. And eventually you achieve your goal. You only need to keep focused with unwavering determination to pursue your life purpose, because we all have a purpose that is fueling us to move to the next direction. What is key, what is paramount is determination, prayers, keep focused, and do not put your eye off your goal, even though it seems to be very, very difficult to achieve your life purpose. With the prayers, with faith, with hard work, with diligence, with everything at place, eventually you move. Don't worry about the blocks. Blocks are there, many blocks, trials there, temptation are there, but endure and persevere patiently until the very end. May God bless you as you keep restructuring yourself and be determined to bring a blood that will leave legacy when we are all dead will be remembered. Thank you.